We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Giants. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. You talk about this Giant defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved into the top 5.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run once more with Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and now it's Dart. That one finds Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Giants at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, we found 0-3. Things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A quick hitter complete. It's Johnson. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. It's now 4th down and 1. Dart to throw on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And the catch made by Johnson. That the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he is
good tackle.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 7-7, our score after one.
Chargers first down.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Herbert off of play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go. Hey, ram.
Now it's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Yeah, right.
Adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing his dart. Flush to his right. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They go Bob walking in.
Here's Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were 982 and counting. And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. That is caught. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert back to the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet.
That's a Saturday cherry!
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size, being an advantage.
That's a Saturday!
Hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Come on, that's a tutty, bro.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments have...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise, I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. They find some open field here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up to them is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Now Dart. And that's caught inside the 30.
Yo, this game be some. That's a pick. That nigga don't even jump for the ball. Look at this nigga, so. Tell me that was a pick. Oh, fuck no. He don't even jump. They hit the nigga at least.
How did you lose him in the middle of the field?
Make that nigga feel the pain.
Receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dart. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So it's stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll try and sneak it here. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
You just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
and the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Now we've got a Giant player here. To get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
We going to score. That's what we going to do. We going to score.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense.
That's a touchdown. The pump nigga pump fake. You lucky as hell.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right?
Nigga fucking pump fakes.
Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Herbert steps away. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's work. Hold on. Let's work. Good shit.
Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Herbert now. He gets this to Hampton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This one is all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have the football as this
Good
is
shit.
taken up past the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away.
I had way more time than I thought. I fucked up.
Look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll hand it to Tracy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a field. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Wilson going to change things up here.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one finds McConkey.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's second and a yard. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete.
Good defense.
And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure.
I love this nigga, yo. Michael Irvin, look at goals.
Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
Come on, nigga, what are we doing? Turkey a la shade. This is the nigga who run this shit.
This D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up fourth down.
Yeah, his name is Turkey a la shade. These two niggas, Buck Crawford, he 41-0. They been the nigga Canelo been dodging it for years. He paid him 150 million. Paid the other nigga paid the black nigga 60 million.
They snap it to Herbert.
Oh, this nigga fucked up the package, man. Damn.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover.
Wow.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts.
There he goes, left side.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll come up first.
What just happened there? Oh, he fumbled? He fumbled? He fumbled?
Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You should have challenged that shit. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't challenged it, they gave it to me.
Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, my. Ew. Come on, he gonna check down there. Check down there. Come on with this bullshit. We're not going to overtime. I don't give a fuck. We ain't going to nobody overtime. I don't give a fuck.
Here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Tracy. Now the ball comes loose.
Now that was a fumble.
Looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Now that was a fumble.
That simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time.
That was that step back shit he kept doing. He lost the ball on the way. He lost the ball on the way into the end zone. Off that. He got timeouts. Oh, he's kneeling this. He only got one. He only got two.
First down, Chargers.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they
He kept step backing on me. Yeah.
Well, CD, for the losing
kept.
side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That nigga child, you should have ran. You should have just. Nah. That's what happened, nigga. I went for the strip and you stepped back, nigga. And I got that fucking ball. Let's go. Woo! You only got me on your side when you try to ride. I'm telling you. Yo, that shit was a